Well, hello everybody in Los Angeles. This is Bill McKibben. I'm in Vermont, actually, which is rare these days. This fall, as we're heading towards Paris, is a busy one. But the thing that you're doing there tonight at Hermosa Beach is a key part of it. Um, there's a road through Paris, and you guys are on it. Paris itself isn't the game. Paris is the scoreboard. It's where we find out how much pressure we've been able to put on these guys over the last few years. And we won't get everything we need, which means we'll have to keep putting far more pressure on until the point that they're committed to keeping 80% of fossil fuel in the ground and transitioning to 100% renewable energy. Um, Everyone knows who looks at the science that that's the only way we stand a chance of staving off the worst impacts of climate change. And when I say everyone knows, we know now that that includes people like Exxon. The great story in the LA Times last week made it clear that for 30 years they've known and lied. That was one of the most important stories of this whole 30-year saga. Uh, um, Exxon knew, and Chevron knew, and Shell knew, and everybody else knew. They knew that their products were wrecking the climate, and they chose to profit from that wreckage. I'm glad that some of you were at the Chevron refinery in El Segundo, and others of you were in Torrance at the ExxonMobil meeting at City Hall on Tuesday night. We've got to be in these guys' faces all the time. Forums like these are a place where we bring together frontline community members, workers, labor unions, students, senior citizens, people of faith, scientists, climate and economic justice activists, this whole big, broad movement. So, thanks to folks like Eugene Shirley from Pando Populus and your hosts there, the Peace and Justice Ministry at the St. Cross by the Sea Church and the Environmental Priorities Network, and thanks, of course, enormously to South Bay 350. We've been working together since 2009, since the first 350 day of climate action. It's easy to get discouraged. It's also easy to get encouraged when we think about how far we've come there, to the point where now on nationwide debates, candidates for the president are insisting that climate change is the greatest threat that we face. I wish I could be there in Hermosa with you, see Joe, RL, and a zillion other friends, and to hear from all the great groups that you have in that room tonight. Have at it. Let's get to work. There's a lot to be done and a lot doing. Thanks to you all.